Page 11, Sunrise. We have some new what they call expression marks, which go with the dynamics. I'll talk about those when I get to the dynamics. Let's look the piece over. Doesn't look too bad. It's mostly quarter notes. So it's what? Almost 3 lines long, treble and bass clef, 3/4 time signatures, so we're only counting to 3 and we're still counting quarter notes. And it has a flat in the key signature. So we are in the key of F major. So all the B's in the piece, no matter where they are automatically going to be played as B flats instead. And we have B's here too. Let's take it and make sure we got the notes and the rhythms one hand at a time. Right hand, you're starting here. Now put your hand here. Remember, there's a B flat, so this is not the position. This is the position. You include the flat as part of the position when it's in the key signature. Now just quarter notes. Just make sure you can play these. In the second line, for the dotted half note, the hand doesn't move, the thumb comes down here. So if I start in the third measure, the second line, you're here, then come down here. And then you do that some more. In the last line, you get eighth notes, 1 and 2 and, 1 and. Remember the B flat. Left hand, well, you're here. That puts your hand here. Remember the B flat? It's in the key signature. So that's the hand position. And it's dotted half notes. Remember, a dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes. So it gets 3 count. Last line, this goes down to the last 3 measures. In the left hand, the quarter notes. Here, B flats. In this position, you're fine. When the hands together, you're. Okay. Second line, starting in the third measure, I'm here. Got all 3 of those down at the same time. The thumb came down, and then you go on. And then in the last line, the last 3 measures, they're all quarter notes. Here, together. Work those out. Once you have the notes and the rhythms, no hesitations, you're fine with it. And by the way, make sure you put in the natural accent. We want to feel that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you have to, force it. We want to feel that. After you get it, you don't force it, you feel it. It should be clear to the listener where the first beat of a measure is. And I've heard many people in our piano club play, and I couldn't tell where the first beat of the measure is. They're just playing notes. You're going to get into the expression and feel these natural accents. Well, if you feel the dynamics too. Now, the only articulation given is the word at the beginning, in between the staves, legato. See that word in there? Legato means connected. Play them on piano. It means connected. Really, it means smooth. Piano can't do smooth. The best we can do is connect the notes. So they're just saying, connect all these notes in both hands. Don't play any staccatos anywhere. See, if they didn't say anything, it'd be our choice. We can put in staccatos if we wanted to. You can do all kinds of things if the music isn't telling you anything. But when they say legato, you don't have a choice. You connect them. You just add the phrasing. So what's the phrasing? Where? You just have to figure out where the phrases are because they're not telling you. And they don't all the time. Well, for me, I just simply play the melody kind of fast and I can usually hear the phrase. So here. To me, that's a phrase. That's one musical sentence. So I would play all of that connected and then after here, lift up. It's like taking a breath, like then. I'm guessing then the rest of it is one musical phrase too. So if you want to add the phrasing, go ahead and try that. The left hand, you connect it. I'm lifting up here, but not here. So I'm connecting the left hand, but not the right. Then the dynamics. Dynamics, whatever you think moderately soft is, mezzo piano. Left hand's in the background. Then go up a little bit to moderately loud. Second line is soft. Then we have these we call these arrows hairpins. Some people do, I do, hairpins. And you see two of them there, they match each other. Well, you have to remember which arrow means what. One means to gradually get louder, and the other means gradually get softer. And the way I do it is I simply follow, as I'm reading the music, follow what the arrow is doing. If the arrow starts at a point, that's its softest part. And as the lines come apart, get further apart, you get louder. And if the lines start apart, that's its loudest part. And as the lines come together to a point, you gradually get softer. And that's how I remember them. So in the second line, third measure, you get louder and then softer. And then you come back down. Now, when I have matching hairpins like this, I look in the middle of them to see what note or notes are there, and that's my target. That's my loudest part. I want to aim for that and then come back off. So I'm here. In this case, it's going to be about a half note. They don't always put the hairpins exactly where they go. That's a problem. It's like the dynamics. They don't always put the dynamic marks exactly where they go. So you get here. And then the piano, it dies away for you. Because once you play a note, there's nothing else we can do here. We just let the piano die away. So the other hairpin is telling you you're dying away, because after you're done with this and you go and play a next note, you're moderately soft. If they didn't have the hairpin there, you'd stay loud. But with that hairpin telling you you're gradually getting softer now you go back down to moderately soft like you were at the beginning. And the last line, moderately loud, soft, and then now a hairpin, matching hairpins. You go up and down, and in the middle is the A. So, and then come down. And the last two measures, they have a hairpin to gradually get softer, and you're starting soft. So now you're going to go down to very soft. Super duper soft. That's sort of the dynamics. Really, these are just general guides to go by. You need to get into the music where you can feel the dynamics. So you feel this moderately soft at the beginning. And a little louder. Soft. And feel the dynamics. Then finally the speed. Andantino. People don't agree with what andantino means. To me, andantino is, andante is kind of a leisure pace. And some people will tell you andantino is a little faster than that, and some people will say it's a little slower than that. I don't care. Whatever you think. It's just, to me, there's not a lot of difference between andante and andantino. I take them both about the same. It's just a nice leisure pace. Whatever you feel leisure is. On the how fast it goes. Don't copy me, please. You got to make it yours. That's just one way it might be played. Let's play it together slowly. Make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics, just notes and rhythms. I'm going to play both hands about the same. So you should play the same note I'm playing at the same time I'm playing it. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go. Three.
off.